Good afternoon, sir. This is my report. It's all about barriers against effective interpersonal communication. It consists so the communication is life for the reason we should strive to perfect our communication skills. For better understanding, we should know what barriers lay between the sender and the receiver of the message. Here are the some of the barriers affecting effective interpersonal communication. The first one is the emotion. Extreme emotion are obstacle to effective communication. For example, the receiver can sense the sender's positive or negative attitude toward the message and may wrongly interpret the message. The second one is filtering. The sender manipulates or reforms the message to make it appear favorable to the receiver, thus misleading the receiver in the end, making the receiver feel decided. And the third one is the overloaded with information. Normally, the human brain can process only so much information. For example, overloading the brain with information may cause an overflow and break down the communication process, leaving the message undelivered or misunderstood. And the fourth one is the defensive. When threatened or placed in disadvantageous position, humans tend to be defensive. They may attack that the senders tell them, put our sarcastic remarks, question the motives, and the overly judgmental. The fifth one is the cultural differences. When people of different cultures communicate, they often do not understand one another because of differences in the social, cultural, and the historical background. And the last one is the jargon. This is the vocabulary particular to a particular group possession or trait. For example, some call it shop talk. Jargon may be used with a group familiar. Otherwise, it should not be used out of respect and consideration to others not familiar with the jargon.
Oh.
And here the overcoming barriers against effective interpersonal communication. The first one is simplify language. There is no substitute for a simple language if the aim to communicate simplicity leads to clarity and therefore understanding a void of jargon. The second one is the rein in emotion. When discussing sensitive issues, hold your tongue till your emotion simmers down before responding. This way you avoid regret and embarrassment. And the third one is the listen actively. The receiver of a message should listen with his heart, so he will not only understand but also for the words. Listening is as important as speaking. And the last one is provide a feedback. The sender provides feedback by asking questions like, did you get what I mean? Any more questions? That's all. Thank you.